one thing that's really frustrating for parents, teachers, and the teens themselves is the dynamic where kids who have prenatal alcohol exposure might have intact cognitive functioning. So on an IQ test, maybe they have cognitive abilities that range in the low average to average or even above average range. But then a lot of teens have executive functioning difficulties, which means that they have a difficult time planning their behavior, carrying out the tasks and the steps needed to make a decision and to reach a goal. Kids have a hard time with working memory or holding information in their mind in order to manipulate that information and to carry out tasks or steps required to reach a goal. So these executive function deficits can be extremely frustrating for kids and for teens who have fetal alcohol spectrum disorders.
I forget things almost instantly sometimes, and sometimes I'll remember things just like a normal person does, but it's so changing and shifting that I can't just rely on my memory alone like most people can. It makes studying for tests really hard. My ability to take tests is not good. I mean, I can make a good grade on a test, but it takes me 3 times as long to study than it would for a normal person.
Kara has a lot of trouble focusing and really just being motivated to start a project, work on a project, and then complete the project. She doesn't like to do anything that she actually has to learn. She wants to be able to do everything, but she doesn't want to put in the effort and the time that it takes to learn a new skill. And then prioritizing. If this is an assignment that's going to take a couple of weeks, what's the first step? And since she doesn't have that inquisitive desire to learn across time, she wants to sit down right now and write the 35-page research paper that's due in a month and a half. She'll get an assignment, and she has very, very poor short-term memory. So she doesn't remember to write it down. And writing things down is tedious to her. It's time-consuming. She looks around, and she doesn't see a lot of other people writing things down. And so she doesn't want to do it. All through junior high and high school, she had to be monitored by a teacher to write things down. So she'll write it down, she'll close her planner, she'll come home, and I'll say, Kara, do you have any homework? Well, her short-term memory is so bad that the answer is no. And I'll say, Kara, go look in your planner because you're in high school. I know you have homework. She doesn't remember having homework. And so she doesn't feel the need to go open the planner. You and I have that kind of thought in the back of our head, oh yeah, I was supposed to do something and I can't remember what it is. I better go look. There's nothing in her brain about that assignment. She flat out doesn't remember that there was a point during the day when someone told her she needed to do something. So since she doesn't remember it's there, she's quite sure it's not. And we struggle with that because there's no reason to look in that planner. So then she looks in it and there's an assignment. And then she's very irritated because every teenager is irritated when their mother is right. Where's your planner?
Right there.
Oh, good. Awesome. Do you want a pencil or a pen? Why are you angry, Kara?
I just don't feel well.
Well, then eat and you'll feel better.
I feel like lopping someone's head off.
I recommend you don't. So writing in the planner was really important. And then sitting down every day with her and looking at the planner and talking about the planner and talking about what does the assignment need, what time frame are we looking at, what materials do we need to get out, when do we need to start working on it. And all of this was difficult because she didn't want to do it. And she was in a foul mood every time we did this. Tomorrow you work, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, is that on your planner?
No.
Go ahead and write your hours down.
What we see happening with Kara when she sits down with her mother to try to go through the week's planning, it's just completely overwhelming for Kara. And the only way she knows to respond as her anxiety levels go up is what looks like anger. And it's really frustration.